Good morning to one and all. Today topic is the gymnosperm, general characters and classifications. And first of all, what is the gymnosperm? The gymnosperm it is called as the naked seeds. Now, what do you mean by the naked seeds? It is called as the naked ovules. Because this is for the without ovules, it is called as the gymnosperm. Unlike the angiosperms, in a gymnosperm, the seeds are not enclosed in the fruits. Hence, the first land plants have the seeds. For example, this is called as the Paleozoic era, 541 to 252 years ago. The dominant it is called as the Cretaceous periods of Mesozoic era. Many primitive gymnosperms are the extinct. For example, Psychodophilicales and Chordatiales and Benititales. It is called as the exit plants are the primitive gymnosperm. The some of the gymnosperms are the presence, the very well. I think this is called as the Zycus, Binus, and Natum. And this is called as the Zycums and Pinus and Zinco. This it is called as the gymnosperm. The generally morphological characters it is called the plant body is a sporophytic, differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. These usually show the xerophytic characters. Roots show the symbiotic association with the blue-green algae. The symbiotic association it is called as the it is called as the symbiotic associations. That is called as the coralloid roots. It is called as the cycas, fungi, mycorrhiza. The algae is inhabiting in coralloid roots of cycas help the nitrogen fixing. Mycorrhiza helps in the absorption of nutrients, phosphorus in plants. The stem is generally erect, branched, and woody. However, it is called as the unbranched. Then another one is the presence of leaf scare. It is a characteristic feature of gymnosperm. The leaves are generally dimorphic in nature. Dimorphic it is called as the leaves are the foliage leaves and sessile leaves. Foliage leaves green, needle shaped and minutely compound. It is called as the very well I think on the pinus. Foliage leaves and scale leaves in the pinus. The shikers or the circinate venation. Young leaves curved inside. Presence of the circinate venation in cycas is a strong evidence for the dendrophytic origin of gymnosperm. There are four cycas act as the connective link of dendrophytes and gymnosperm. Anatomical characters. The leaves of the gymnosperms about indicating xerophytic characters. Mesophyll leaves in the usually differentiated in the palisade and spongy cycas, but tissues and differentiated in the plants. Leaves do not have lateral vein. The lateral transmission of nutrients take place through transmission tissues. Gymnosperm possess well-developed vascular system. The vascular bundle is open and collateral. The xylem consists of tracheids and parenchymatous. The vessels are the presence in netum only. Phloem consists of tube and phloem parenchymatous. The companion cells are absent in the binest. Stem shows secondary growth. The wood may be monoxylic. Monoxylic it is called as the cycas and pycnocyclic it is called as the pinus. Taniferous cells are present in the cortex region. The roots of the diarch it is very important. Two vascular bundles. The polyarch it is called as the many vascular bundles. It is the presence of the gymnosperm. The another one is the reproduction of the gymnosperms. It is a very differentiated, totally differentiated the reproduction because this is the presence of the two different spores, megaspores and microspore. The megasporangia. The megasporangia are produced on the megasporophyll. The microsporangia are produced on the microsporophyll. The sporophylls are aggregated to form cones or stobile. The cones or stobiles are monosporangiate. Male cones gymnosperms are short-lived. However, female cones persist for the many years. Microsporangia are found in the apexial lower surface in the microphyll. Microsporangial development in the eusporangia. The female cone is formed by the aggregation of megasporophylls. The megasporophyll may be foliar as in cycas or colline woody as in pinus. The megasporangium is better known as ovule. The ovules are arthropous and unitizemic. Example cycles. The ovules, it is called as the integument. Gymnosperm differentiated the three layers. The all gymnosperms are the microspores, pollens deposited in well pollen chamber. The gymnosperm is called as the reproductions. The embryo development is the meroplastics. The endosperm development takes place before fertilization, hence endosperms haploid in nature. Double fertilization or triple fusion is absent of gymnosperm. Polyembryonic development is many embryo is very common in the gymnosperm. Polyembryonic results from the fertilization more than one egg by the divisions of zygote polyembryonic. Then another one is the classification of gymnosperm. From the time of the suggestion, the gymnosperms into the number of major groups typically equivalent another the angiosperm. The Coulter and Champion and Chamberlain 1910 divided by the gymnosperm into the 7 orders. One is called as the cycadophyllales and benitales and cycadales, cordales and zincoiles and coniferales and nitales. The recently it is called as the recently it is called as the nitales. That is what is the cycadales and coniferales. It is called as the Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era. This is called as the cycadales and beniflales. It is called as the extinct era. And Zamperlin, however, different divided to the gymnosperms are two large groups. This is one is the Cycadophyta, then another one is the Coniferophyta. The Cycadophyta, it is called as the Cycadophyta, it is called as the extinct. And the Cycadoph and Conifera, it is called as the extinct, it is called as the Nitums, it is a reason. Cycas, it is called as the Cycadophyta reason. Then another one is the Philospermae and two large group, the Sahani. Divided into the gymnosperm, Philospermae and Stachyspermae. The classification of gymnosperm are spore. Gymnosperm it is called as a Cycadopsida and Coniferopsida and Nitopsida. And then another one is that the most recent classification it is called as a Zincodae and Zincodae and Nitae and Pinidae. Okay, and it is called as Cycodae and Zincoidae and Nitae and Pinidae subclasses. Then, okay, then very find of the I think on the called the gymnosperm is called as a very find in is very closely I think on the very explanation the very famously it is called as a Cycum pinus and Nitums. So very good information. Okay, guys, thank you.